Okay, yay. Let's start with standing poses. So we can grab a place on the floor, a non-slippery surface. And we're gonna start with some of my favorite foundationals today. Sandy. Hello, beauty. Welcome. We're so happy you're here. All right. So yes, we're just grabbing a non-slippery space, whatever that is for you. And we're going to start with this foundational series. So you can bring your feet towards each other. They can be touching or they can be a little bit apart.
Well, I was just signing on to let you know that I wouldn't be able to join today. I
Oh,
think I pulled my hamstring yesterday.
oh,
Oh,
honey, I'm
oh
sorry.
no, so
Yeah,
sorry to hear that.
I woke up in the middle of the night with like this cramp all the way down my leg.
Mm,
You could have heard me in Tallahassee. I was like in
Oh,
so much
really?
pain.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
honey.
And then I just went to lunch with my neighbor Nan, and I don't know if it's because of the way I was, sitting in the booth or whatever. But oh man, and it started to throb again. And then when I got home, I was lucky I made it to my front door. I've been lying down since just to, keep it quiet and stretched out. But yeah, so I know I
Mm,
wouldn't be able to do this today.
Okay, well,
But I
Right.
thank
wanted to jump on and at least say hello, and I love you guys.
Love
love
you
you.
more.
Thanks for checking in. And can I
All
do
right.
a short restorative one to help with that
Hmm?
that you can do on your own?
Okay.
Okay, I'll just show you real quick. Um,
Okay.
so the easiest way that you'll be able to get in is you kind of put your sit bones towards the wall, so you're sideways,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just roll up, and then you're gonna pigeon toe, so you're getting this internal rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it untangles those hamstrings and releases it. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, nice, beautiful,
Oh,
Karen.
good. All right. I'll try
Yeah,
that.
yeah, give that a shot.
Mm. Okay.
Yep,
Thank
feel
you.
better.
Yeah, feel
Thank you,
better.
honey.
Keep us
Yep.
posted. Love you.
Okay. Love
Love you.
you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All
That was
right.
cute of her popping.
I know. I love her. I hope she's feeling better. That's rough. Um, okay. So we're gonna start with this standing pose. Feet can be together or a little bit apart. And then we're just gonna bend the knees,
Okay.
micro bend, and then spread those collarbones wide, reaching towards the edges of the room. And then gently straighten the legs by lifting the kneecaps up towards the ceiling. So it's an engaging of the legs. The legs are getting strong, like a single pillar. Trying to get those heels together too, if possible. And then spread those toes wide. And that's going to activate the tendons all the way up the legs, up the body. And just keep trying to go, spreading even the pinky toes. Good. And that's really developing the feet, the ankles, the arches. And then imagine that your tailbone is reaching straight down into the floor. And the front of the thighs will reach into the back of the room. Good. Smooth breathing. Feeling both legs engage equally. And you're engaging that muscle to the bone. Front of the thigh to the back of the room. And then the backs of the thighs are opening, releasing, spreading wide. Sit bones releasing, spreading wide. And actually, that's really a control center, is that grip where the sit bones are. So you are releasing, letting go. It's developing a deep sense of trust in ourselves and life. It's a tendency that most people have. And then take those arms, reach them up to the ceiling, straight overhead. Yeah. Extending, lengthening, getting taller. And equal distribution of that weight in your right foot, your left foot. We're not leaning on our heels or on our toes. We're striking that balance between the two. And as those legs get stronger, as those kneecaps lift towards the ceiling, that core will naturally start to engage. And then the spine is strong because the legs are strong. And then you can soften in the throat. That's another area that people tend to grip in. It's another control center. So softening in the throat. Extending through the top of the head, reaching, growing taller, longer. So tailbone is descending to the floor. And then we're extending towards the ceiling through the top of the head. So we're growing in both directions, towards the earth, towards the sky. And those front ribs are reaching to the back room. Sacrum reaching to the front room. And then exhale those arms down. And this is Tadasana, that mountain pose. So you're becoming immovable. Imagining a huge mountain, stone. It's your strength. Standing tall. And then that heart is lifting upwards and forwards at that 60-degree angle. Rolling the top shoulders down the back towards the heels. Good. And you're just finding a millimeter more of space in the spine, getting taller, longer. And that contraction in the legs. 360 degrees. Muscle to the bone. And when you find that pillar strength of your legs, it makes space in your spine. It also develops the muscles to hold that space. Good. Okay, so the next one in this series is tree pose, which we're going to take the leg up, and you can always hold on to a wall, hold on to a desk, hold on to a chair. Yeah, for extra support and balance. And the goal of this one is to bring the foot up as high as possible towards the pelvis. So not anywhere near the knee joint. You can't always go lower if needed. But bringing that foot up as high as possible. Find something that's not moving to look at. You can look at a place on the floor. The second you see something moving, it's going to throw you off. And then if you want, you can put your hands together, palms to the heart, or keep holding on for balance. Either way. And this one, we're starting to break up if there's any scar tissue, if there's any fascia that's stuck. It starts to get those micro movements in those muscles. Those little fast twitch muscles. But it's going to bring circulation into your joints, into your ankle, into your knee, into your hip. And it's going to, with those little micro movements, start to break up any stuck fascia, any stuck tissue, to start bringing that circulation, that blood flow to those areas. Such an important one. And balance is key. Balance is key to work on every day, because it is something we do start to lose if we don't keep working on it. Good. And if you're feeling a little wobbly, that's okay. Again, it's really just going to work to strengthen the joints, the knee joint. Again, try and find something that's not moving. Put your focus there. And if palms are together, just pretend that you have little weights in your elbows or elbows descending towards the floor. Ooh. And we are still finding that extension like we did in the last pose. So imagine that your standing leg is reaching through the floor. Imagine that your front of your thigh is reaching to the back of the room. Imagine that your sacrum is reaching to the front of the room. And that's going to tone and engage your hip muscles, the muscles around your hip of your standing leg. And then lengthening through the spine, reaching through the top of the head. That's going to engage your core, which will engage your navel to your spine. And if your foot is firing, burning, that's good. Breathe through it. So your standing legs reaching through the floor and you're extending through the top of your head. And then softening in the throat, softening in the center brow, the center forehead, softening in your side temples. Good. Few more deep breaths here. We really want to, again, break up any stuck fascia or musculature, which really has a big impact on how we walk, how we move, which has a big impact on our nervous system, how we trust, how we show up. Good, beautiful. And then exhale that leg down, feet together again. In Tadasana, the first pose we did. Toes forward. Good. Roll your shoulders down and back. Lift your chest upwards and forwards. Engage the front of the leg to the back of the room. Tailbone descending. Front of your body is lifting. Back body is reaching towards the floor. And now exhale. Opposite leg comes up. So for me, I'm on my right leg for my standing leg. And again, yeah, you can hold on. Each side is slightly different. And imagine that center line from the center of the head, drawing through the center of spine, center pelvis, center hip, center knee, center ankle, one straight line. Sacrum's reaching to the front of the room. Standing leg is, femur is reaching to the back of the room. And if you have the tendency of hyperextending the leg, just give a little micro bend. And if not, just extend that leg as if it's moving through the floor. And the more extension you get in your standing leg, the more space we're making in the spine, in the vertebra. And again, bringing circulation and blood flow to the joints of the spine as well. Good. And then your transverse processes are your lower portion of your spine and those muscles connect. So we're working on those in a deep level. And again, soften your face, soften your brow, your side temples, your jaw, soften the throat. Relax the navel towards the spine. And open the back of the thigh, which also releases that gripped center. And again, refocusing on a still point to find that balance. And those little micro movements are so good. Working on those fast twitch muscles, working on releasing fascia, working on that blood flow, that circulation. And so as your standing leg grows longer, reaches through the floor, extend out the top center of the head. And now your standing leg hip might be screaming at this point, burning. It's good. It's really good muscle development. And that lower back and that hip and the sacrum, the glutes. And just a few more breaths here. Smooth, soft breathing through your nose. And exhale. Gently come on out. Good. And we're going to take our feet wide. Actually, let's come back to Tadasana just for that feedback. Since we did both sides. So the front of the body is lifting. Top shoulders are rolling down and back. Front of the thighs are reaching to the back of the room. Spread all 10 toes wide. Keep spreading, keep spreading. Tailbone extends and reaches towards the floor. Heart lifts upwards and forwards. Sacrum reaches to the front of the room. And lengthen the back of the neck, reach through the top of the head. And just feel that strong, sturdy mountain. Inhale to the top of your breath and hold. Exhale, release. Good. And now walk or jump your feet apart. And kick those heels out, toes in. And try and get your feet on the same line, the same plane, so your toes are aligned. Good. And when those heels are kicked out, we start to get that internal rotation of the thighs, opening up the hamstrings. Good. And then press your weight into the outside edges of your feet. Inner arches lifting up towards the ceiling. Front thigh reaching to the back of the room. Tailbone descending, lengthening. And again, this is going to work on the fascia of the legs, the joints, the knees, the ankles, the hips, the connective tissue. And just imagine that you're spreading the floorboard wide with the pressure of your feet. Yep. Keep drawing that tailbone straight down. Legs are going to start firing, burning, toning. And draw the front of the thigh to the back of the room and engage those kneecaps up towards the ceiling, engaging the muscle to the bone. And staying here for a few moments. Palms facing up, arms extended. Reach through your fingertips. Draw the front of the rib to the back of the room. Draw the glutes towards the heels. make that space, that expansion. Good, smooth breathing. Inhale to the top of your breath. Hold, exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Inhale to the top of your breath and hold. Exhale, release, arms down. Okay, you're gonna turn your right foot out towards the side of the room. Good, and then arms extending outwards. And again, engage that muscle to the bone. And that front leg, that right leg is getting an external rotation. The back leg is getting an internal rotation. Try and get taller, longer in the spine. And then exhale, extend with that right arm. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, drop it down to your shin, to your ankle. Yes. And then we're twisting belly button, twirling up towards the ceiling. Good, smooth, rhythmic breath. And we're getting an external rotation of our arms. You can look upwards. And this gentle twist gets deep into the spine, the musculature, the structure. And exhale, press into that back foot to come up. Square both feet forward. And now we're going to do opposite side. Turn that left foot towards the side wall. Kick that back heel out. Inhale the arms up. Engage the muscle to the bone on your legs. External rotation of your front leg. Internal rotation of your back leg. Press into the outside edge of the back foot. And then look toward your left hand. Engage the muscles to the bones and the arms. And then reach, 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 reach forward with that left arm. And when you cannot extend anymore, drop that hand to the shin. Get an external rotation of your arms. And then we're going to rotate the belly button up towards the ceiling. You can look upwards. And again, find that firm pressure on the outside edge of your back foot. Still imagine that your legs are growing longer. Belly button rotating, twisting, rolling. External rotation of that front leg, internal rotation of the back leg. Exhale, press into the back leg to come up. Square the feet, feet facing forward. Good. Take a recovery breath here. Smooth breathing, lots of circulation throughout the body, the brain, the spine. Deep inhalation, pause at the top of your breath. Deep exhalation through your nose, pause at the bottom of your breath. Good. So this is like our neutral zone. Go ahead and kick those heels out, pigeon toe. Take the stance just slightly wider if possible. Good. And imagine that tailbone is dropping straight down to the floor, like there's a 50-pound weight on your tailbone. And then we have that equal pressure in the right leg, the left leg. Body will dissect itself. It will start to unwind, release, let go. Engage the front of the knee to the back of the knee. Outer edges of your feet pressing, descending, making more contact with that floor. And again, that's an endless action. It's like an infinite motion. Keep going with that extension of the outside edges of your feet into the floor. And then we're going to turn that right foot out again, first side. Same pose, first side. Inhale the arms up. External rotation of that front leg, internal rotation of the back leg. Looking towards your extended hand, your right hand. And then exhale, reach, 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 reach with that right arm. And if you can't reach anymore, drop it to the shin. Twisting the chest and the belly button up towards the ceiling. Open the thigh of the back leg. External rotation of your front leg. External rotation of your arms. Roll, twist that belly button towards the ceiling. Looking up. Again, soften the face, soften the brow, soften the throat, soften the side temples. Keep that pressure on the outside edge of your back foot. Engage the kneecaps, lifting. And then exhale, press into that back leg to come up. Square the feet, back to neutral, kick the heels out. This is where the body integrates. And then open the backs of the thighs. The backs of the thighs are spreading wide, releasing. Press into the outside edges of your feet. Kneecaps lifting, engaging. Front of the thighs reaching to the back of the room. Sacrum reaching to the front of the room. Hips are toned, strong. Heart is lifting. Extend out the top center of your head. Lengthen, lengthen more, lengthen more, lengthen more. Roll the top shoulders down the back. Glutes towards the heels. And then exhale, second side. Turn that left foot out towards the side wall. Good. External rotation of that front leg. Internal rotation of the back leg. Arms extended. Engage the muscle to the bone in your arms. And then exhale, reach, 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 reach. Those fingertips. When you can't lengthen anymore, drop your hand to your shin. External rotation of your arm. External rotation of your front leg. Internal rotation of your back leg. Press into the outside edge. And then exhale, twist the belly button towards the ceiling. Soften the face, soften the throat. Looking up towards the ceiling if you can. Smooth breathing. Softening the brow. Legs are strong, arms are strong. Exhale, press into the back leg to come up. Square the feet, kick out the heels. Open the backs of the thighs. Internal rotation. Good, yeah. And then find that weight on the outside edges of your feet again. And the front of the knee is reaching to the back of the knee. Front of the thigh, reaching to the back of the thigh. Tailbone descending, lengthening. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the next iteration of this. So we're going to turn out that right foot again, that first side. And then we're going to take the arms out. And if you want to watch for a second, you can. But we're going to helicopter around. So my back arm, the left arm, comes around to the shin. So it's the same pose but twisted. Yes, beautiful, perfect. And the stance can be a little bit narrower if needed, but yours looks good. So the right arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to find the activation of all kinds of new muscles. Just smooth, soft breathing. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist deeper. And then exhale. Slowly come up. Good. Square the feet. Come back to center. Feel the nervous system just reset. Drop, release, let go. Take a breath. Take a beat. And then turn the left foot out. Second side. Inhale those arms up. Get tall, get long. Before you twist, get tall. And then exhale, that back arm comes around to the front shin. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. And just practicing that smooth, soft breathing. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, twist deeper. And exhale. Slowly, gently twist out, come out. Square the feet forward, kick the heels out. Ooh, good. Slow breathing. Bring those hands to the heart. Elbows weighted, released towards the floor. Just let your body recalibrate, nervous system recalibrate. It's like the world's best chiropractic adjustment as you continue to practice this pose. Twisting deep into the spine, the one we just did. And then exhale the arms down. Side A again. So you're going to twist that right foot up towards the side wall. Kick that back heel out. Get your weight on the outside edge of the back foot. Inhale the arms out. Engage the legs strong. Exhale, twist the back arm around to the front shin. Right arm comes up. And you're keeping that weight on the outside edge of the back foot. And inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist deeper. And exhale. Press on the back edge of the foot to come out. Square the feet. Kick out the heels. Hands to your heart. Palms together, yes. Chin towards the heart. Soften, let your spine align. Allow your awareness to go inward. Few smooth, deep breaths here. Beautiful. Exhale, release the palms. Second side. Turn that left foot out towards the side of the room. Kick out the back heel. Get your weight into the outside edge of your back foot. Good. External rotation of your front leg, internal rotation of your back leg. Inhale, extend the arms out. Engage the muscle to the bone in your legs and your arms. Keep going, keep going. Extend those arms long. Extend those legs long. Extend the spine long. And then exhale, rotate that back arm towards the front shin. Opposite arm up. And again, keep that weight on the outside edge of the back foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist deeper. Smooth, rhythmic breathing. Exhale, slowly, gently come out. Kick those heels out, palms together. Whew, good work. Let your body settle, center. Let go. And just gently lengthen the back of the neck, extend through the top of the head. Soften the face, soften the throat. Release the backs of the thighs, open them wide. Find that pressure in the outside edges of your feet. Inner arches lifting to the ceiling. Keep opening the backs of the thighs. Keep finding the pressure in the outside edges of your feet. Reach through your legs like they're growing longer. Front of your thigh to the back of the room. Sacrum to the front of the room. Good, and then soften. And without shaking it out, just gently walk your feet together. That first pose we did together, Tadasana, feet together. And your weight's not in your toes or your heels, it's balanced. And then the weight's distributed to the right and the left evenly, the front and the back evenly. And the heart lifts upwards, forwards. Glutes reach to your heels, tailbone descends. Find that external rotation of your arms, especially that upper arm. Armpit chest lifts, opens, expands, releases. Legs become one strong pillar reaching through the floor, working together. Good. Engage the kneecaps lifting, front legs releasing to the back of the leg. Good. And then exhale, soften. We're going to come to seated after all that work. Oh, oh, good work. No, not yet. We're going to do, I was just doing a time check. We're going to do a little restorative.
Okay.
So if you have a pillow, you can grab it and come to the floor. Okay, so after all those standing poses, let's get a little seated in. And so just regular cross-legged, supported, getting that height. And just go ahead and take your groins and roll them inward. Rolling the groins. Good. Getting square on the sit bones. And again, the tailbones releasing towards the floor. Sit bones are releasing wide. Inhale the arms up. Front legs reach to the back of the room. Exhale, extend the arms wide, palms facing up. You're hitchhiking with your thumbs back behind you. Roll, roll, roll. Yeah, getting that external rotation of your arms. Keep rolling those thumbs back behind you and down towards the floor. Training here for a moment. And if we can really get that external rotation, we can prevent so many shoulder injuries. And we can unpinch any pinched nerves. Keep going with that action. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Definitely is a massive retraining. Retraining the shoulders to live on the back body. Takes a lot of work, a lot of years of unconditioning. But once we get those shoulders on the back body, now we're working with gravity, and gravity is releasing them down our back body. But until then, gravity's not working with us and it's pulling it forward. So it's like doing the grunt work, the donkey work, doing the hard work up front. So on the other side, you can experience that liberation, that freedom, that ease, that heart opening. And yes, the arms are most likely tingling. It's okay. Smooth breathing. Keep going with it. And then exhale those arms down. Good. A soft breath, coming to your center. Closing your eyes for a moment. And then exhale, we're going to come lying down into that final surrender pose. Funny story, the poses we did today were the first 4 poses in the book, and they're not easy at all, but they're the easiest rated. But they create the foundations and the strength for everything we need moving forward. And this pose is the very last pose in the book. It's the hardest pose because we have to remember how to surrender. So go ahead, relax, release, close your eyes. Let the floor catch you. You're 100% supported. Just say that again. You're 100% supported. This is basically remembering to fall into love. Because we are caught. And if you've ever had a near-death experience or heard of someone talk about it, you'll often hear that people experience this state of deep, deep, profound, super profound, unconditional love. Every single part of you is loved. Every single choice, every single decision, it doesn't matter. And it's a love that's so deep, it's all encompassing. There's nothing else but that unconditional love. So here we're learning to surrender into that, to fall into that, to release, to let go, to be carried, to be caught, to soften, to be held, to remember that you are so, so, so deeply loved. And soften the face, soften the jaw, soften the side temples, soften the throat. Move through your body with your mind, releasing any grip, any tension, softening even deeper, softening in the shoulders, the heart, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the ribs, the belly, our organs, our digestion, our pelvis, our legs, our knees, our shins, our calves, our ankles, our feet, our toes, softening deeper, being supported, trusting that you are caught, softening in the jaw, and release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And take a deep inhalation in through your nose, through your whole body. And wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Exhale through your whole body like a wave releasing through your body. And then roll on over to your side as you're ready. Pressing downwards to come upwards. Yes, that's a deep nervous system release, so take your time. And then go ahead, spread those sit bones so we can get access to the spine. Palms together, elbows are weighted, eyes are closed, chin is surrendering to the chest, to the heart. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your presence. Thanks for doing the important work of showing up for yourself, coming home, taking the time to pause, to be present. And keep softening, relaxing, releasing the jaw. Inhale to the top of your breath and hold. Exhale, soften, release, let go. Those palms can come facing up towards the ceiling as you're ready. Thank you.
Thank, thank you. I'm embarrassed because I was attempting to get out of it, and on your behalf, because I was saying you needed to sleep.
Nice try.
I know, and it's not that I didn't want to do it. Let me just say that I know how important this work is, but this is harder than the weight training. It's harder than the weight training. I think it's, you know, I think they're both equally important, but this is more important for after the weight training for the repair of your body. And it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. It's just that you really have to delve deep into your mind.
Uh-huh. I feel you.
And I'm just thank you for pressing forward, pressing your way, even though your beautiful daughter kept you awake.
No, it's all good. Oops, you paused. Oops.
Uh, Thank you, because my body, each pose, I could feel. Can you hear me? It looks like my internet messed up.
Yeah,
Am I back?
now you're
Am I
back.
back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, okay. But it seemed like each pose we went in, my body was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it just kept getting deeper and deeper.
Definitely. You froze up again.
And then, are you coming back? Okay, you're
Yeah,
back
you're
now.
back. I was saying
I'm
maybe
back.
try going off video for more connection.
I'm back. Oh, okay, okay, got you. But yeah, then kept turning around this. But each time, even though it was the same pose, it seemed like the connection was getting deep and deeper to different muscles that were adhering. And it was like, oh man, I was empowering. Oh, man, this is rough. This is rough, but it was beautiful. I truly, truly needed it. I'm just remembering my dad. My dad, I think, is a lot like your mom. My dad's gone to be with the Lord, but at 87, he could still do a split. Okay.
That's amazing. I've never been able to do that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he did yoga every day.
Oh,
Every day. And even when he was just sitting down talking to us, he'd be stretching. I mean, he would always tell us about the importance of stretching. And my brother picked it up lickety quick, but it took me a while. And so now I am there, and now I really understand what he was talking about the importance of stretching and the yoga. And he has so many books, and he has a lot of yoga books. And I bet you he probably has Iyengar alignment yoga. I'm gonna go and check it out. I bet you I will, because really, seriously,
wow. The
zillion books, a lot.
the continuation, that's so beautiful. Bless your papa.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
there's a
Thank
saying that like you're born into a yoga family to continue it, to pick up where you left off, but I like it.
Praise the Lord. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Oh,
And
I
there's
do
a
appreciate it.
that's a good reflection. It's true. Like each iteration, each time we did it, it's the same pose, but it feels like a different pose because you go deeper. You go, yeah.
It does deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like, oh, hey, I feel as my sweet earth angel Sandy would say, I feel together now. Thank you for
Yeah.
surgically putting me back together again.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Feel brand
Welcome.
new.
You're welcome. I do. I truly do feel brand new now. I'm like, wow, okay now. Yeah,
Hmm.
that little ache is gone. That little that's gone. So
Yeah.
thank you, love.
And
Appreciate you.
you're so right. It really is like the times when we don't want to show up is when we need it the most. And I know Sean always says that's the scariest thing is the mirror. And I feel like this is the mirror. You are going so deep into yourself, into awareness, and it's infinite, but yeah, I love
It
it.
really, really is. Wow. Me too.
Thanks for practicing
Thank you. Thank you.
today.
Thank you. Appreciate you much. I feel so honored and so special to have a private lesson.
I love those
Thank you
private sessions.
today.
Yes. It's nice because you can go a little bit deeper sometimes with those one-on-ones. Yay. Well, love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Oh, yes.
showing
Thank
up.
you. Love you. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Love to the whole family. Love, hugs, and kisses. Okay.
Absolutely. You too. Thanks for everything.
Okay.
And
You're
we'll see
welcome.
you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Love you. See ya.